Welcome to Pagan Coffee Talk. If you enjoy our content, please consider donating and following our socials. All right, so let's talk the tenets of witchcraft.
Okay.
These were laid out years and years, and I don't even know how long ago, by Sybil Leek, right? In one of her books. Let's see if I can find what book that was. Not offhand. All right. But these are 6 tenets that are commonly found throughout most of paganism.
Right.
In one form or another.
Right.
Apparently they vary a little bit here and there, but
different traditions do different things.
Right.
So again, it does not surprise me that different traditions have put their little tint on certain.
Right. No, of course not. I mean, it's what we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the 6 tenets.
All right.
Right? We have balance.
Right.
What does balance mean to you as far as witchcraft goes?
As far as witchcraft goes, this is the idea of living your life in balance, not overworking, not underworking, not overeating, not undereating. The whole entire thing of the middle of the road is the best and healthiest place to be.
Okay.
Yeah, over drinking is bad. We all know this, but moderate drinking is okay.
Right.
So again, this is still back into that.
Okay.
So again, when we're talking about balance, we're talking everything of your life.
Well, I was going to say, does that simply apply to mundane life, or does this go into spiritual life as well? And if it does,
well, again, I mean, that part of your life is just like any other part of your life. You need to give certain time to worship.
Okay.
Just like you got to go to work to make money which means you're going to have to at some point get into your car and go to the grocery store. Well, again, same thing with religion. At some point or another, you're going to have to sit down. You're going to need to pray. You're going to need to do your meditations. Again, back to balance.
Okay.
All right.
So using all of that to cultivate a healthy life.
Right.
All the way around, spiritually, mundane, physical. All
right. I mean, this has been this goes all the way back to Greek philosophy.
Of course, yeah.
About not overdoing and try to, in all aspects of your life.
Right.
The thought of doing anything to any extremes is bad.
Okay. Next in line, we have harmony.
Well,
what does this mean? Because this is kind of a vague term for a lot of people.
If you're not at peace with yourself.
Okay.
All right. This harmony is your harmony, not you necessarily getting along with other people. But if you're not living a harmonious life, if you're not balanced, if you're not doing these things, you're not going to be in a harmonious place.
Okay, so this is more like an inward. This is like an introspection.
To me, this has always been more of an introspective. It is how you perceive what's going on.
Gotcha.
All right, the turmoils and stuff that causes us problems, that cause us to not be harmonious, when we do stuff against our own values.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yep.
Causing guilt and blah blah blah.
That takes us out of harmony with ourselves.
That takes us out of harmony with ourselves and with everybody else around us. Because if you're not in harmony with yourself, how in the world can you be at harmony with anyone else?
Right.
Are you with what I'm saying there?
So
again, it's the whole entire concept of, if you're going to love someone, you got to learn how to love yourself first.
Right. Thank you, RuPaul. Are there any signs? So someone may not know that they're out of harmony with themselves. What are some signs that this may be taking place?
Stress.
Okay.
You being stressed a lot, maybe even being depressed, and because these things are taking you out of harmony. So it's going to put you in a depressive state. It could put you in an anxious state of what in the world's going on.
Okay, and this could potentially lead to blaming others for certain things.
Right. Instead of seeing what you are doing there, not what other people are doing.
Right. Okay.
So, and again, this causes disharmony because, again, if you're depressed and you're upset, because I know when I'm in pain, I'm a little bit grouchier than normal.
Right.
So You know, I mean, it's just like being sleepy and hungry. I mean,
right. All right. So, and all of that, of course, can affect your balance as well. All right.
Yeah,
so
you're going to notice that theme through this.
What? No, say it isn't so.
No, never. How one build on another.
I know, right?
Go figure.
What a novel idea. Trust.
Right.
Now, we hear a lot. Perfect love, perfect trust.
But you got to trust yourself first. You got to trust what you're doing. You got to trust what in the world you believe in.
Right. This goes beyond trusting others.
Right. You got to be able to again, you got to be able to trust yourself before trusting anyone else.
Right.
So if you're not a trustworthy person, I don't expect other trustworthy people to be around you.
How can you? You know? But now, that being said, trust is a hard one, because if you've had past experiences that have broken trust,
well, again,
for whatever reason,
we're talking about a difference of trusting oneself versus trusting other people.
Right. But sometimes dealing with other people can break your trust in yourself. If you have enough negative interactions, it's going to affect you mentally.
Well, again, we're back to that. You got to bring in your balance. You got to bring yourself back into harmony.
Right.
To then get back to where in the world you can start to trust yourself again.
But again, this is a hard one.
It is a hard one, and I understand how in the world other people may make us affect. But again, there's a difference between trusting others and trusting yourself.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
We talk a lot about, within our inner circles and stuff, we talk a lot about trust your gut, trust your instincts.
Yes.
And how hard that is for some people to
do.
I mean, we all started at some point where we doubted ourselves.
Right.
Same thing when you start anything new, tarot cards, a new job, whatever. You kind of doubt yourself a little bit, and you're like,
But if you go in and you have actual trust, if you're going in and you trust yourself that you know what in the world you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm sorry. If you're an experienced manager, I don't see where managing one place versus another place really doesn't change.
No.
Yeah, or you see what I'm saying? So once you trust yourself on doing them and doing them with confidence and with balance and all that, is a whole lot easier.
Well, I was going to say, it does take having that level of confidence to do what you need to do to trust yourself.
Right. I mean, I trust myself every day to get up and stand in front of a kitchen stove and cook for myself.
Right.
That I'm not going to poison myself. I'm not going to hurt myself. I mean,
right.
Are you with me?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Again, we have to have that trust in ourselves.
Well, and I go into a lot of different facilities as a travel technician. I go into a lot of different facilities, and I know that every facility is going to do things a little bit differently.
Right.
But I know my job.
Right.
And my job doesn't change that much ultimately between facilities.
No.
So I'm very confident in what I do. I'm very confident in what I know.
Right. So you trust yourself to do these things.
I trust myself to be able to go into a brand new facility.
And because you trust yourself, other people trust you.
Absolutely. I have seen that happen firsthand. I have. I work with a guy right now, and he's been doing it for a year. And he, I'll say something to him about part of the job, and he'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you about that because you know what you're doing.
Right. So again,
I'm like, no, argue with me about it.
Yeah. But again, if you trust yourself, other people will trust you too.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what's next?
All right. Ooh, this is a good one. Humility.
As we just sat here and talked about being confident in yourself and your abilities, there is a difference between being confident and being cocky.
Yes.
All right.
This is overconfidence.
By doing this, it causes you to not be a trustworthy person.
Right.
All right, which brings you out of balance, then starts you not being able to be harmonious with yourself.
Right.
Which throws you out of balance. Go figure.
Right.
I mean, because we all know them. I mean, as soon as they walk in the door and they're Yes, I have my pilot's license, and oh God, yeah, and I just got I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, we all know those people who they know everything.
Right. We nobody can stand the Harper Valley PTA people.
Right.
All right, and we have them in spades in this world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
But this is not what this is.
No.
Humility is the complete opposite of that.
Right.
It's knowing you have flaws. It's knowing you make mistakes. It's knowing that you don't know everything.
It's me sitting here while I'm sitting here going, I trust myself to cook and not be able to kill myself, but I am not no 5-star damn chef either.
Right.
So,
but it also as a teacher,
right,
as an instructor to your students, it also means your students are going to try to put you on a pedestal, and you have to be at that point where no, don't do that. I'm no different from you. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you do.
Right. The only difference between me and my students is the experience I have, and they will eventually catch up.
Right. The experience and the level of knowledge.
That's it.
But that does not put me on a pedestal. It does not put you on a pedestal.
Just because you have a degree, a master's degree or whatever, does not make you...
No, it doesn't make you any better than anybody else.
And it doesn't make you wise about all subjects.
No.
So we know what we're talking about here when I believe about humility. And yes,
I hope we do. I don't want to be that person.
Well, I hate to be this way. Doing this keeps you the majority of the time from allowing your mouth to write a check your ass cannot cover.
See? Exactly.
All right. I mean, I know a lot of people sounded great in the job interview, the whole 9 yards. They can do no wrong, the whole 9 yards. They get in and everything they do just falls apart.
Right. They don't know the material. They don't know the job. They don't know.
They don't really have the skills to do those jobs.
Or, they just make so many damn mistakes that it's obvious you don't know what you're doing.
Right. And then again, as soon as this starts to happen, what are you going to do? You're not in harmony with yourself. You're not trusting yourself. All right. All the other tenets start to fall apart because you didn't go back because you need to go back and start at the beginning. Where did I mess up?
Right. And again, the little slogan that you said before, how many times growing up when we were younger did we do this?
Oh, yeah.
And we learned the hard way.
Yeah.
If you can't cash that check, keep your mouth shut. Don't even try it. Sometimes it takes a while to learn that lesson. Just saying.
A little bit of humility goes a long way.
It really does. It really does. All right. What we got next? Tolerance.
Oh, God. We need a lot of tolerance.
Okay. Tolerance is not acceptance.
No.
Let's get that clear.
Tolerance is not accepted. No, it is not. There are a lot of people in this world I cannot tolerate, but yet I will sit here and at least listen to what they have to say.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. I may be banging my head up against the wall the whole entire time.
Well, and by the same token, I don't, for me personally, I don't expect anybody else to accept my religion, to accept my beliefs, or anything else about me. I do expect them to tolerate me.
Right.
Because I tolerate them.
If my rights are infringed, your rights are infringed.
Absolutely.
If yours are, mine are. So again.
So there is a difference. But now with tolerance.
Tolerance gives you the ability to turn the page. It gives you the ability to turn off that station. It gives you the ability to walk away from that person speaking that you don't like what in the world they say.
Absolutely.
All right? It doesn't mean that you get to sit there and throw a freaking hissy fit just because you don't like it.
That's what I was trying to put into words. Thank you.
All right. Again, it is we see the same behavior a lot in society right now, where everything, no matter if I don't like what in the world you say, either is this phobia, this hate speech, the whole
right.
That's not tolerance.
No.
All right? Shutting down speech is not tolerance.
No, it's not. Tolerance is, I don't agree with you.
But you have the right to say this.
Right. Tolerance also comes down to, We may not agree with each other, but we really should sit down and talk calmly, rationally, logically, have a discussion about our differences.
Learning tolerance is again, just learning how to, stand.
Yeah.
That takes some tolerance to.
Yes.
So again, this isn't something we're not just, these is also physical things that we're talking about that too. So,
absolutely.
And if we don't stretch, if we don't push those boundaries, we're not going to learn.
No, and it's kind of like a muscle. The more you use it, the better it becomes.
Right.
The stronger it is.
Yes.
And the more you can put up with.
Yes.
I mean, it's just the way it goes.
You never know where that next great idea is going to come from. And yes, it could come from someone you don't like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Knowledge. This is the last one on the list.
Oh, Lord. Learning and relearning, and then learning what you've already learned again.
Right. Because without knowledge we can't grow. We can't continue to...
You can't do nothing.
Right.
So it's one of the greatest powers we were given, to be able to think, to know, to be able to bring concepts from somewhere else and make them manifest here.
Right. And, it's the whole thing of knowledge comes from making mistakes, and it's learning from those mistakes.
It comes from experience.
Yes.
It comes from actual doing.
Yeah, well, I was going to say it's not just mistakes, but it's everything else. It's your interactions with people. It's your interactions with animals. It's it's all of this.
Again, anybody that's done the following, if you've ever sat there and watched a YouTube video on cooking about a recipe or something, then you go to do it.
Right.
Again, person doing videos is probably a professional cook.
Mm-hmm.
You're not, so it's not going to come out quite.
Right. And we know from experience, they'll say, oh, it takes 30 minutes. No. Plan on an hour to an hour and a half because it's...
That's knowledge. That's stuff you kind of sit back and you're kind of like, okay, this is what I actually know. This is real knowledge. This is what I can use.
Right.
So again, this is one of the most important of all of this stuff. If you don't sit down, if you don't learn, if you don't have the tolerance to hear other people's ideas, if you can't trust yourself, if you can't have a little bit of humility, all this stuff starts to fall apart.
Right.
And you just become this.
Well, and see, you said that knowledge was probably the most important out of all of them. I kind of see it as it's a delicate chain here
right.
that, and if any of these are out of place,
you're not going to be a happy person.
No, the others start falling apart. They break away from each other, and so I don't know that you can put a definite importance on any one more than the other, because
but again, they're all a chain. But again, everything starts with knowledge. Without the knowledge to do any of this stuff.
Okay, I can see that.
All right. So again, it's one of the first steps. We have to learn to be there.
So you think this should probably be the first of the tenets?
Well, it sort of makes sense that it's at the bottom of the list.
Because it's the foundation.
It's the foundation.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Because again, if you're still not hitting these other ones before you're getting the knowledge, you're really not going to get too far anyway.
Well,
because you're not going to be able to deal with the stress. You're not going to be able to deal with the preponderance of information and all this other stuff if you don't know how in the world, okay, I need to take a break.
Right.
So, because again, trying to learn too much too fast can be just as much of a detriment, again, about balance.
Balance and harmony.
Balance and harmony and trust, and amazing how in the world all these connect.
I know. And because it all connects, it kind of makes you, once you start realizing the connection between all of them, it really makes you analyze your life and see what changes you can make.
I'm just going to sit here and tell y'all this. If you're sitting there and you don't like your job, you're in a bad relationship with someone, something's not going quite right, take 5 minutes and sit down and go over these tenets and look at the problem through those and see what happens.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful guideline for
And
your
again,
life.
right. And remember, you have to do these internally. They're for you. We cannot insist that other people do these.
No.
Are you with me? So we can't put these tenets on other people. You can only put them on yourselves.
Right. I mean, we can put this out there, and it's out there. I mean, you can find these all over the internet. But it's up to you, the individual, to integrate these into your life, into your practice, into your life.
Into your life.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to practice these. Again, like I said, if somebody would take like 5 minutes, sit down and go through these tenets and go, hey, here's the problem I have. Let's look where in the world, which tenet am I failing at that's causing this problem?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is all we got to do. And again, we're fixing our own problems.
Mm-hmm. We've been given the knowledge.
We've been given tools to do this.
Tools, absolutely, yes.
All right? We have the ability to do this stuff. Here's another tool for y'all to use. Do that. Take a moment. Look at a problem, go through these tenets and go, where in the world am I messing up?
Right.
And see what happens. I think people will be more surprised about anything else that how fast they'll be able to fix their problem.
I think so, too. I really do.
It makes such good sense when you're sitting there kind of like going through this and reading it and all this, and you're like, okay. But until you're actually starting to apply it.
When you apply this, I'm just going to say it, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
It really is.
You know, I mean, talk about, influencing your friends and making friends and influencing people. This is the best way, I think, to do it.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Because again, if you trust yourself, if you have the confidence,
if you were doing the balance,
if you are in balance with yourself and in harmony with yourself, and you have the knowledge to do all of this,
you will find other people less annoying. You will find other things not quite as
well. That, and you will become that person that people will flock to.
Yes, you do this. You become that person because everybody wants to be around.
You will just have this aura about you. Yes. That people want to be around.
Right.
It happens.
It does. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Now, if you're not a people person, rethink it. No, not really. Just
to let you know, if you're not a people person, you're going to become one.
Right. So be prepared. Just use the tenets to prepare yourself. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. All right.
Again, tolerance.
Why was coffee not in that list?
I don't know. We should get some. Thanks for listening. Join us next week for another episode. Pagan Coffee Talk is brought to you by Life Temple and Seminary. Please visit us at lifetempleseminary.org for more information, as well as links to our social media: Facebook, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit.
We travel down this trodden path, a maze of stone and mire. Just hold my hand as we pass by a sea of blazing pyres. And so it is the end of our days, so walk with me till morning breaks. And so it is the end of our days, so walk with me till morning